And one night I couldn't sleep. I was in bed just thinking, I've got to find a Chinese composer. Well, I found millions of Chinese composers, but none of them were in China. The whole point is that he's in China. So I get up, I go to the internet, and I just start surfing, and I found a woman named Teresa McCullough in San Francisco who had written an article about contemporary Chinese music. I wrote her an email at like 4:30 in the morning, this long, rambling email. She wrote back, we spoke by phone, and she recommended a composer named Xiaogang Ye. Dear Xiaogang Ye, I am the executive director of a Chicago-based ensemble called Accessible Contemporary Music, and we have a project called Composer Alive, in which we collaborate with a composer in a different geographical region from us through the internet. When I spoke to Teresa on the phone last week, she suggested you as an excellent composer living in China, and it is my great hope that you will be interested in this project. If interested and available, you would write a piece in 4 to 6 installments. The ensemble will play and record each installment and post it to our website. In this way, our audience could come to our website and actually hear the piece being created from start to finish, with notes from the composer about his process and from the performers about the practical aspect of performing the music. The intention was to demystify the compositional process to a certain degree and get people to understand that a piece of music is not born wholesale in a composer's mind. It is my hope that you would be willing to talk about the piece as you write it and be able to attend the final concert. I look forward to discussing this wonderful opportunity for collaboration with you. Very best regards, Seth Bosted. Hit send the email to a guy I've never met, halfway around the world in Beijing, China, city of who knows how many millions of people. And a couple days later, he gave us a response, and he said yes.
I just think, hey, this is interesting because I have 4 times each during that period of time, and you compose for a section, and afterwards you compose another section and send one by one. You know, I never composed like this. I would try to follow this way. Maybe in China I would like to open a new gate to the younger generation. I would like to maybe next in my festival I would like to do the same thing. You know, copy your idea, put it in China. Maybe some people love to do it. I would like to see that. The piece that Xiaogang Ye is going to write for us will be composed in 4 installments. We have the dates set up. They'll be recorded at the Chicago Cultural Center in their wonderful Preston Bradley Hall. We're going to be rehearsing this, putting it together as a quartet for the very first time in front of a live audience. And that's the recording that we're going to make, that we're going to put on the website. That's the recording that's going to go back to Xiaogang Ye. I'm very excited about this for a lot of reasons. One, I don't know what the music is going to sound like. I feel like a kid in a candy store. I absolutely cannot wait to get the first installment. And it's here. Datura is a plant. Has long been used as a poison and hallucinogen. It's a hallucinogen. It opens leisurely, kind of quiet, and then towards the end here we go into a much more aggressive section. Fortissimo, very loud runs in all 4 instruments. Big chords punctuated. Boom, 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 boom. Be interesting to see. He's got 2 very contradictory ideas all in 2 minutes worth of music. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about the project. It's called Eastern Expressions, and we are collaborating with a composer named Yi Xiaogang who lives in Beijing. He's about 55 years old. He went to school with Chen Yi and Tian Dan and a lot of other really famous Chinese composers. Unlike them, however, he did not come to the United States. He remained in China. He emailed me the piece of music just a couple weeks ago, about a week and a half ago. So these performers here have not had the music very long. They've never played it before. We're going to be rehearsing it for you tonight for the very first time. And what we have is probably about 2 minutes of music. I'm interested in compose several pieces, like flowers, different flowers. I'm just looking for the chance I can write a piece just like this. I also have a piece called Opium, something like this. Very weird flowers, the smell strange, the shape is strange. It have my imagination. It's really imagination, you know. I make my imagination. I imagine. I think about it. It's beautiful. It's strange. It's weird. It's hard to see. It's not hard to put in your vase in the home, but in their flowers, that means their weather. The temperature is high, but it's wet, right? It's mysterious smell, and the place you don't know, and the people even behind the flowers, they can show their eyes. It will be very interesting, you know, some very strange face.
Measure 38, how fast are those 16ths? I think I'm playing it.
Bop, bop. Bop, bop. 20. I've spent my life around rehearsals, and I've learned an enormous amount at rehearsals about the music and how it comes together and how it's constructed. And I think that what Eastern Expressions does by having all its rehearsals open is a terrific boon towards giving the listener a context for the later final product.